Hello.
Hello.
Stop it. Right. So we're back at Rare and it's the 3rd of August. We visited you a little while ago, if you recall, and we did an investigation then.
Yeah.
Just wanted to chat with you to see how you think things have progressed.
I'm really sorry about that going on. I can't really. I don't know. Since you came, then like myself and there's another girl that works here, that have kind of been interested in it. But the main thing was when the electric started tripping, and I didn't think anything of it until I had to go in through that little door, and you had to stand on a chair to flip the trip switch, and I was just like, oh, why is it so drafty around my legs? Because as you know, like all the doors are shut. You shut the door behind you because it's not appropriate for customers to see through into that bit. And so I had my phone on me because it's always on me anyway, and kind of whipped it out, and I was like, started filming, and that was when I filmed like loads of like sort of, you could tell what was dust and you could tell what was flies and you could tell what wasn't, because it's too perfect, isn't it? You know what I mean? And you can just tell the difference in the way it moves.
Since we've been here, your interest and you noticing things has peaked.
Well, when I first started working, nothing. I was a bit like, almost like, I thought there might be something because it's an old building, but never really picked up on much. But I never really used to spend that much time upstairs, in all fairness. And then more and more, but people have said things before about it, like, you know, previous manager Tracy, she didn't like it up there, and but yeah, things have happened more and more, and the more you show an interest, the more it seems to happen. But there's like days when I've gone in and like kind of just looked about with my phone and nothing, and then you could go in the next day, look about with your phone, and you get loads of stuff. You could do it like same time, you know what I mean? Or if you were with somebody different, then nothing would happen. But if you're on your own, or if I was with Leanne.
The type of things that are going on, are they of a nasty nature? Do you feel uneasy with them, or what do you think they are?
I don't feel uneasy with it, no. I think it affects my friend Leanne in a different way, because she physically has felt people that push her or touch her, but I don't get affected that way. I don't know. Do
you think then the more that we come back to this location, the more at ease, if there is a spirit energy there, the more at ease and the more willing they'll be to kind of participate in what we're doing?
Yeah. Well, I think like after tonight, you can tell that there's like, I mean, there's always different people that come and go, and you can tell that there's like a nicer feeling, which I assume is like more of it like the children or something, and that's when there's loads of orbs about, and then it's like can be almost like a bit of a more negative like feeling, and nothing on the ground floor, but if you go upstairs then you'll get stuff up there.
You mentioned the possibility of child or children spirits. What makes you think that?
Just because it's only ever cold on my legs, so they've got to be quite short, like down here, because it's always like around my legs that I feel it, and never like
further up.
Yeah.
You tend to find when there's like kids, they're like dead cheek and you'll pull your shoelace or something, or pull the bottom of your trousers.
Not so much, but I think with that, I think whoever else is also present has an effect on whether the children are more active or not. You know what I mean? It's like if they're frightened of a certain presence, they won't come out as much. Or, you know what I mean? It's like, there's some days where it's like mental and it's all like, doesn't feel weird or anything, it's quite nice. And then you'll get a bit sometimes, and then it's like in patches about the, like, I can't quite describe it. Almost like, you know, if there's somebody there that shouldn't, that's a bit.
You get more like activity. Can you do that again for us, please? I've got a weird sensation. I've got a draft, and it's. I know there's a broken window over there, but the draft is like permanently powering at me. Read the glass where you're standing for me, please.
To build the energy, if you want to use it, go clockwise, please.
Okay, that's brilliant, thank you very much. Keep going. Keep going clockwise. Is the table? Is the table all shitted up? It is, yeah. Has anyone... Sarah, has anyone got any tissues or anything?
Yes, I have. No, I haven't used them for that.
Patrick's used his t-shirt. Can I? So I need to use his t-shirt.
If you could be back on that table.
Paddy's used his t-shirt.
Sorry, no.
Now I know they normally take time to come on.
What's your reflection on that stick?
I don't know if you can see this. You see that? I've got a cold sore coming, and you know what side do I have cold sores on normally? The other side. I have never ever had a cold sore that side, and it's starting to come on now, and it's really sore. Normally they tingle, like, you know, probably a couple of hours before they're going to come on. When I was standing there, I felt like I'd got smacked in the mouth.
You've got scratches on your head.
No, I don't think so. Does somebody want to have a look? But I've got. It's there. It's a really.
On my left there are two lights. We use that as a yes answer, and on my right there is a box with a light on it. We use that as a no. Do you understand? Thank you very much. What I'm going to do, I'll consider for my friend.
I've got a scratch on the angle that was already there.
Is that okay with you?
Which is there.
Oh yeah, you can tell
That was
us all.
already there.
Yes, it is.
What?
Thank you.
When I was filming that, it's like someone had hit a camera hit me in the mouth. But I haven't hit my mouth on the camera, and it's a definite cold sore there.
Yeah, I can see it.
And normally cold sores like itch before they come on.
That's like a.
This has come on since
as though somebody smacked you.
I felt as though I'd been punched in the mouth when I was standing in. When we heard that bang, whether it was the door or whatever.
Are you still there with us? Yes, you are.
Right, sorry about that.
Concerning my friend, has he been attacked? Yes, he has. I'm sorry to ask this question to you. Did you attack him?
What's happened?
I'm standing in this room to my left with the guys from
Okay, thank you very much.
Paranormal Events UK.
Was it another spirit nearby that attacked him?
There was a bang in the corner, which I'll admit did make me jump slightly. We don't know whether it was someone closing the door downstairs,
Are you a spirit that's known?
but I definitely didn't hit myself in the mouth with the camera. I just feel as though I've had a right good belt on my top lip.
Did you communicate with
I
us
think
on
it's
this
a cold
floor?
sore, to be honest. It's not a punch, but it felt like I'd been punched in the teeth. I put my finger in my mouth, there's no blood or anything,
The floor above us.
so I'm not bleeding. But it's normally with a cold sore, if you've ever suffered with a cold sore, they normally itch or they're a bit.
Did you communicate with the floor below us?
You can tell something's going to happen. My partner Sarah has known me for the last 10 years. I always have cold sores on this side. I've never ever had a cold sore on the right hand side of my face before, so it's a first for a cold sore. Whether it's paranormal, I've no idea, but it seems very strange. And it doesn't itch like a cold sore itches. It feels like I've just bit my lip and it's swelled up. It doesn't even feel like a cold sore.
Were you German?
So that's it.
Okay.
Were you Italian?
Sorry. Slipped
Were
up.
you English?
Thanks.
Were you
Thank you.
Dutch?
Yeah.
That's
really concerning, that, because where that's come from.
Keep an eye on it.
And do you have a message for us? Yes, you do. Is it for a specific message for somebody on the table?
Do you know when you go to the dentist and you feel like your lips out here?
Yeah.
That's how this feels, and cold sores don't normally feel like that. It's like I have been punched in the mouth.
Is it a message of goodwill?
Like it's gone numb.
It is. Well, thank you for it.
Is this a message for our group? As a group of friends, is it a message for
Sorry about this, it's just the table's rubbish. That's better, isn't it? Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, let's move back to the centre. Let's move back to the centre. You, something to your face, something to your head? Did you have a stroke?
Would you mind if I join?
No, please do.
There's the camera, it's okay. Don't stand in front of that.
Still with us? No, you're not with us. You have to the light for yes, that's brilliant. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. You're getting stronger now. Just getting energy? Okay, I'll ask you.
Stronger energy.
Okay, I'll ask you again. Is somebody here who died of a stroke or an illness to the head or the face? If there is, can you go to the light, please? If there isn't, go away from the light. Okay, thank you very much. Come back to the centre. Come back to the centre, please. Drop the glass, would like us to move it for you.
To the centre, please.
Can you move the glass where you're standing, please? Move the glass where you're standing, please.
Are you standing next to this gentleman? Please go to him if you are. Standing next to this gentleman, please go to him if you are. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So I feel like when I asked the question, I feel like my face is drooped here, like I've had a stroke or something.
Just a question to those spirits communicating with us. There was an indication of a facial injury the questions made. Was it on the right hand side of your face?
Thank you.
Is there anybody around the table that reminds you of yourself? Thank you very much.
Are you affecting Jamie, the guy with the check shirt?
That was a white tea.
Yeah, I used to do little scratches and dents and
Could you point to the person, please, that reminds you of yourself?
Do you really?
when you felt that on your face? Yeah. It felt like I've got
this side. I feel like I don't know. It feels like I've got a bit of
careful.
I don't know. I can't describe it. It feels like this side bigger, swollen.
Does your lip feel like you've been smacked in the mouth?
It feels like I've got thick. Yeah, if you
wish
to
it's
say
any
that's
harm.
That's what mine felt like.
Do you wish it's any harm?
I've got it here.
Do you wish it's any harm?
It actually feels like I want to. Do you know when you want to chew it because it's big? That's what it feels like.
Like, ask you again because you got a bit confused. Do you wish it's any harm? People in the room.
I keep
No.
tasting
Okay, thank you.
Blood.
Sorry?
That's why I've been sitting
Okay,
there doing
do
that.
you wish it's any harm? Let me ask you again. Do you wish it's any harm? You do. You don't. Now go back to the sense. We get confused. We get. Actually, one more time, please. And just go straight to light for yes and away from light for no, please. Do you wish there's any harm? Do you wish there's any harm, please? It's okay if you say yes, no problem. Do you wish there's any harm? Do you wish somebody harm in the room? Do you want to hurt somebody in the room? Do you want to hurt somebody in the room? You do, okay, thank you. Okay, go back to the centre, please. Okay, thank Thank you. Do you want to hurt me? You do, okay, thank you. Go back to the centre.
Do you want to hurt me?
You do, okay. Do you want to hurt Paddy? The guy to my right, this gentleman here, do you want to hurt him? Okay. Do you want to hurt Craig? Okay. And finally, do you want to hurt Andy, the guy with glasses who's holding the camera? Do you want to hurt Andy? You do.
Do you... Question to the spirit that's communicating. I don't mean to offend you by touching the glass. Do you mean to hurt anybody who enters this space?
Yeah, you stand to
Avoid the question.
no, I'll get a big pain to you.
Yeah.
Real pain, isn't it?
One of me back.
Yeah, the one in the stomach really.
I've got.
It's like trap wind, but it's not trap wind.
I feel like I've been hitting the ribs.
Yeah, I have exactly reminded
Enough to make me go down.
Left hand side.
Are you
Really?
fixing this now? Well, let me just ask one more question to answer that. Is there more than one of you in this room? Are there more than one of you in this room?
Can you take
Please answer me correctly. Fine, if yes. Just no, that's okay. Are there more than one of you in this room?
You okay, Andy?
Are you still with us, please? If you are, can you move it round in a circle?
It's finding difficult if
But it's in the centre.
Yeah, I've got it.
Spirit that's communicating with us, concentrate your energy on the table, please.
Ask you one more time, please. Are there more than one of you in the room? No. Can you get confused? Go to the centre of the table again.
We've all felt as though we've been...
It's took it off me, not taken it off anyone. Right, ask you one more time, please. Are there more than one of you in the room? Is there more than one of you in the room?
Yes, isn't there? Yeah.
There is, yeah. Okay, go back to the centre, please. I'm going to count. When I get to the right number, can you go to yes for me, please, which is towards the light. And I should tell me how many of you are in the room. One.
I've not really sent any lads up there, in all fairness. There's only a couple that work here, and they're not interested in, well, I've not really spoken to them about it, you know. There are literally only a couple of lads that work here. All the kitchen staff are chefs, but I don't involve them.
Do you
mainly.
find yourself kind of attached to the energies that you're picking up on?
A little bit. I kind of feel like, you know, when you think if it was kids, it's like, oh, yeah, come be my friend. Because I had that at Brassington's. Found out it was two little boys, David and Matthew. And I don't know, you kind of feel like, oh, that's really sweet. You know, I got told that they used to wait for us to come in, like, you know, because it was like the children, you know, and they'd sit and look and watch and wait for us to come in and just like people being in the building. But then there were other presences that didn't like us being in the building. And it's kind of like the same thing here. It's like associated it with the fact that it could possibly be a child. You're kind of like, you're not at all afraid because it's like, well, it's a little kid, you know. But I'm always drawn to Brassington's. I've got this obsession with the place. Like, I don't have anything to do with it, but I want to get back in there so much I can't even tell you. I don't know why, I'm just drawn to it. I just want to get inside that building because it was that strong in there. And so if that is possible, then I wouldn't surprise me if something had followed me.
I've got my back and stomach. Yeah, on my spine.
Yeah, exactly the same place. Mine's here. And mine's here. Yeah.
Between your shoulders.
Mine is, yeah, just under the shoulder.
Mine's here.
Yeah,
I feel it on my back.
Yeah, and here.
There.
Yeah, the camera.
Can I ask you something? It's not punches, this is a disease that you died from. Can you go to the light if it's true?
Emphysema. Mine is.
Yeah.
Is there a reason you did not affect me in the same way? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there is.
Yes, you can.
Can you take the energy from the other table
Yeah.
to help you to communicate?
I think you're right there, mate. So it's kicking on. Just one more question then. Do you know you've died? Do you know you've crossed over to the other side? Are you aware?
That you're in the spirit world, God, heaven.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to the centre for us, please. Or just jolt if you'd like us to move it. If you'd like us to move the glass, can you jolt it for me, please? Then we'll bid you good night.
Just
then.
watch yourselves anyway, that's all I can say to you.
Thank you very much.
Positive energy in your service. Please, take all negative energy away now, please. Leave it in peace.
Thank you very much.
What did you get?
I think Jamie started with, felt as though he'd been hit in the ribs or the back. Oh. And then Craig felt a bit the same. Then I felt like somebody gave me a right good uppercut to the point where I couldn't hold the camera anymore, so I had to get some fresh air there. They didn't have a go at Paddy, and they didn't do anything. Well, they said they didn't want to go at Paddy, but they'd be quite happy to have a go at Matt. But they didn't want Matt on the table. They basically requested that Matt left the table.
So did it affect everybody other than the media?
Yeah, it did, yeah. To the point where Craig thought he'd been punched in the lip, his lip was swollen.
I was the that was through his teeth.
I can tell you guys now because I didn't say when I came back, but maybe it's a cold sore, but you notice on the top lip.
Alright.
You just got one.
Yeah, that's where mine was, on this side at the top.
And I can now taste blood. Well, I have done for the last 10,
Well,
but it's not bleeding. I have checked.
Thinking, your lip's gone bigger.
When do you know when we had that bump there? I thought at first, have I done that with a camera?
Yeah.
But it's like a cold sore. It's not. If you hit yourself in the mouth,
Yeah,
that feels like a cold sore and it burns. There's no blood on here, and it's. This
Yeah, you
the
never
batteries are rounded off anyway, so it'll be a dull.
So you both
Smack.
had the same thing.
Yeah, I can't say, I didn't have the pain. It was about
Was it
swollen.
inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was here, this side. I thought, just
Right
felt
side.
like I got a thick lip.
Yeah.
And the weird body pain was all on the same side as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's all on the right.
You've not got any scratches or anything?
No. Claire's checked me and I've got nothing. Apart from that.
Checked his arms.
Apart from that thick lip I've got, which could be a cold sore coming, might be nothing.
But I met a man. That was you. Can you do it again, please?
Yeah,
K2.
straight here.
Oh, K2, on command of you asking.
Oh, I was
You're-
as well.
Well, all the way up?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Which one was first?
Middle thing.
Middle floor and then I was almost immediately after.
Right, okay. We're definitely sure that nobody's got a phone on.
No.
Okay.
I can feel cold. I couldn't feel before when I sat here. It's not coming under there.
No, it isn't, trust me. I was stood in a chair. I was stood in a chair that night in front of that box too.
Well, we've got back from the investigation, and to be perfectly honest, it's been a very active venue. Not a great deal happened on camera, as you can probably see through watching the footage. Something happened to me, something happened to Craig, something happened to Jamie. We can't explain what it was. I'm not going to say it was paranormal, but it was very strange. We all suffered exactly the same thing, almost on command, when they were doing a glass spin. The building's very, very strange. It's the second time we've been. Today we've received another phone call from them, and they want us to return, and we're quite happy to return because it's always good to go back to venues. And you get a rapport with the spirit and you get a rapport with the staff. So hopefully next time we go it might be a little bit more active for you guys on camera. Don't think it was a very disappointing investigation for camera wise. It's one of those places you've got to be there. It's okay watching videos, but you really need to be there to get the feeling. It's just got a really strange feeling, something that you can't portray on any camera. So I hope you've enjoyed the footage. If there's anything you'd like to see us do experiment wise, then by all means contact us at the bottom, the suggestion box. and put it there for us, and we'll try our best to do that for you. We're also going to be running a few competitions over the next couple of months and taking a few of our Facebook followers with us on an investigation completely free of charge. You'll only have to make your own way to and from the venue, so that could be a good thing. The only stipulation is you must live in the Stoke-on-Trent area in the UK, because that's obviously where we come from and that's where most of the investigations will be. So thanks for following us on Facebook, thanks for watching the videos on YouTube. Until the next time, keep watching Stoke Haunted, keep following, keep adding, keep rating and subscribing, and check our website, which is www.stokehaunted.com. Goodbye.